Okay. To do this next part, I'm going to put my green on my paint tray right next to my white. Not a lot, but just enough. And I am going to use a square brush on its side. Oh, I already have green on here. To make dashes right inside our black area. I mean, you can get close to that white area too. Just making some dashes, kind of following the line. Every once in a while, I'm going to take some white with it. Every once in a while, I'm going to take some blue with it. It'll alter that green. Our green already has a lot of blue in it, so that blue will just intensify. Take some more white. Take a smaller brush. I'm going to do just some white dashes, no green. When I hit a green, it'll kind of blend. Take some white and I'm going to flick up into this little area. Just right across that blue, and my blue and white right there is still a little wet. I'm going to go in with just some more green on a smaller brush. Just because I really like phthalo green. It's a nice aqua-y color once you get some white into it. And then last, you are going to put some black on your paint tray. Just some, not a lot. Actually, I'm going to come back to that as soon as this is dry, because when I'm going to do it wet. Because I want some of that green and blue to mix in there. So I put some black on my paint tray. And I'm going to make basically a pine tree. And I'm going to let all those colors kind of mix in. It's going to look like a giant black flame, not going to lie. And that's what it's going to look like, because you are bringing that branch up to points. I know you're going to feel like you're covering up a bunch of work you just did. But I promise it's what completes your Van Gogh. Because that is the most noticeable spot on Starry Night, is this ginormous, I call it a tree. I'm not sure if it's a tree, but it's what shows up in the middle of his painting. Now I'm kind of letting that yellow and the greens and whites and everything that I'm painting over mix right into my black. If you want to wait till it's dry and then do it, that's cool. I actually might mix a little bit of green in with this black, just because I can, and I like that texture. So I'm putting green in there even though you don't need to. But I want that texture on there. Makes it look not quite as ominous. Some black. I did not pick the best brush for this, but switch that up. I'll go with a more square brush while I'm making that shape. Alright, this brush totally didn't get washed out very good. Make sure you're washing your brushes out good, otherwise you're going to have what I just had, which is a very solid brush that does not want to like move across my painting. So again, I'm going to switch my brushes to one that'll move as I paint. And I'm just kind of throwing off some off branches, throwing in some more green, letting that mix in with my black just to give it some texture. And I'm like globbing it on here so that my paint is actually like forming ridges. Alrighty. And that is your Starry Night. Nothing crazy, and I promised you a fast one. So there's a fast one. I encourage you to sign it. I encourage you to look up Van Gogh. I was trying to give you a break, so hopefully this was an easy one for you.